Kovalainen blocking one way, then the other, up Bay Hill, and well, that is superb blocking stuff by Kovalainen. And Watts is desperate to find a way through, up to Druids. Oh, and he's on the back wheel! And that is a horrendous accident. Catapulted across the track onto the tyre wall, and that is a very, very welcome sight. Danny Watts walking away from one of the biggest accidents I've ever seen in Formula Renault. Let's have another look at that again. Kovalainen blocking his line, quite legitimate. Watts trying to find the gap, thinks he sees the gap here, goes for it. And there's the contact between the two cars, over and out. And that is at well over 130 miles an hour, testimony to the strength of these carbon fibre monocoques and the Formula Renault car absorbing that accident, the engine torn completely out of the chassis. And the most amazing thing of all, Danny Watts shaken but not stirred.
Oh, Carlos Sainz through, and that is the Haas of Mick Schumacher at the entrance to the swimming pool chicane. We see him now getting out of the car, but any time a bit of the car gets detached in that way, the rear wing and the gearbox getting detached, you just hope that the driver is a-okay first and foremost.
And no more rain expected until the end of the race. Everyone expected to go to the end.
Perfect.
So now there's a red flag to repair the barrier, it must be, Croft.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I think they need a bit of time, and a bit of time with no cars on the track to get that Tech Pro barrier cleared. Ted, thanks ever so much indeed. This is the contact. First with the Armco, and into the Tech Pro barrier for Mick Schumacher.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, how did that happen? The yellow had been out for some time.
Jacques Villeneuve got high, coming through three, up into the grey, and absolutely rammed into one of those stationary cars.
Somebody and Bobby got together and they just went up the track. I was up on the outside and I had nowhere to go, and then I was sitting there, I was about to get out of the car and something hit me. I don't know if somebody's motor just clobbered me right in the side.
Well, that something right, was Phil Neff. Look here.
To be out of the race.
Well, thankfully you're okay. It was a scary moment.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you, Paul.
We'll try and get another view of that. He's running in.
Oh, that's a huge accident by Chris van der Drift. He's gone over the back of the AS Roma car, and that is incredible. That's got to be a red flag. It looks like he's been in the trees.
At real time here, and in fact that's interesting. Oh, it was a miscommunication effectively, because AS Roma was moving to the right to let him pass on the left.
Yeah, and here we go.
Oh,
and that's a terrible, terrible accident.
A massive accident, absolutely huge. The car splitting in half, which is what it's designed to do, the engine and gearbox splitting away.
Mark Dismore was going flat out when his car clipped a wall as he prepared for the start of time trials for the race. The slow-motion replay shows just how lucky Dismore is to be alive as his car speared across the track and straight into a wall. On impact, the Penske Buick's fuel tank burst into flames. The car ricocheted into another concrete barrier and then virtually disintegrated. Dismore was taken to hospital with injuries to his feet, arms and legs and a fractured neck. Amazingly, he's said to be in a stable condition.
And he's still going in behind Niro Fukuzumi as we go wheel to wheel. Up on the inside, Fenestraz defends valiantly there from Naoki Yamamoto. Yamamoto is going to try and commit to... No! He's hit him! And Fenestraz into the wall! Big accident! Sasha Fenestraz binned into the barriers, and we are going to go safety car. Unbelievable. Two of the title contenders are out in the first 3 laps. And now Fenestraz walking from his wrecked car. That was just misunderstanding from Naoki Yamamoto. Fenestraz is defending. There was just the slightest bit of speed differentiation between Yamamoto and Fenestraz. He just caught the right rear quarter of Fenestraz's car, completely unintentional, but he just had a 1 mile an hour, maybe 2 mile an hour difference in speed. He just caught the right rear quarter, and Fenestraz had no chance. Here it is again. Yamamoto, look, he's gone left. Fenestraz has covered him, so he's switched directions, and it was just at the wrong moment that Yamamoto changed. Now, he is so lucky, Sasha Fenestraz, that the car didn't roll over.
Gilles got nothing to lose, just needs to stay in front and win, as you mentioned, Paul. He needs the bad luck for Dixon to fall back to make this all happen. And he's got to be thinking inside his cockpit right now. Inside his helmet.
Big crash! Major incident. Kenny Breck getting way high up into the fence.
There is the scene around Kenny Breck as the medical personnel from the Indy Racing League work over him and try to stabilize him. Here is the replay of what happened. Breck on the high side of Thomas Scheckter down the backstretch. At the end of the backstretch, there's the contact, and Breck's car up into the wall, virtually splitting in half. And here is the shot now from the end of the backstretch. It's a crash very reminiscent of Davey Hamilton's accident here a few years ago, in which he sustained very severe leg damage. The catch fence keeping the car contained inside the racetrack, but still resulting in a lot of damage to the car. Hopefully no, at least life-threatening injuries to Kenny Breck.